Hey, it's Tuxedo Mark. It's 3:29 p.m. on Thursday, 2024, and I want to show you the latest stuff that I got and talk about Transformers 1, which I saw yesterday, and also talk about 90s Con that I went to recently. So let's start with Transformers 1. So it's like a prequel, it's an origin story for the Autobots and Decepticons, and I knew early on who was going to become Megatron and that Orion Pax would be Optimus Prime. So I knew all of that, and I knew the character Alita 1 from the original series. Although I'm kind of surprised that they have Optimus be Orion Pax, but they didn't have Alita 1 be Ariel. Um, because she was originally Ariel on the original series before Alpha Trion rebuilt her into Alita 1. Um, would have been cool if she started off as Ariel and was voiced by Samantha Newark, reprising her role. Um, but no. But anyway, let's see. Chromia and RC were there, and they were voiced by like the same voice actor, and they had only like maybe a few lines each, if that, or one line each, maybe. Who knows? They definitely weren't prominent. So the big ones were, Orion Pax, aka Optimus Prime, Megatron, or whatever he was called before Megatron. It was like D something, I forget already. And Bumblebee, before he was Bumblebee, his designation started with the letter B, which is weird because they're on Cybertron, so I guess it's the Cybertronian equivalent of the letter B. I don't know. Um, and what's weird is I think Alita once says hell at least once or twice, which why would the Cybertronians have a concept of hell? But anyway, oh, and there's a recurring joke where Bumblebee, before he has an actual name, he is trying out the name Badassatron, and he does a deep growling voice when he says it, and I think it's overused a bit. But again, why would the name Badassatron exist on Cybertron? Then again, on the original series, you could ask why Bumblebee was named Bumblebee on Cybertron. Anyway, but it was a nice, enjoyable movie. There was like one original song that played over the end credits, some rap song. It was okay, but I wish they had put like some Stan Bush in there or something. But it was an enjoyable movie. I don't know if I liked it more than Bumblebee. I really love Bumblebee. Um, but anyway, it was a good movie. Um, although a nice touch would have been like when they get upgraded near the end, that Optimus Prime would be voiced by Peter Cullen and Megatron would be voiced by Frank Welker, but they didn't do that. But anyway, so now let me show you the stuff that I got before I get into a 90s con thing. First, there was this novel that I found at a thrift store. Never read it before. It's from 2001. It's called Twitches, The Power of Two. This is the first novel in the series. It's actually 308 pages long, but they're scholastic pages, so it's not that long. And this front page kind of is loose in there, but yeah, I am really liking this book so far. I'm like a little over a quarter of the way through it. But yeah, this is really enjoyable. Um, it's about twin sisters separated at birth. They're witches, and they meet. They've only just recently met, like around a quarter of the way through the book. Um, there was a disagreement that they should be kept apart for their own safety, or they should be brought together so they can support each other. Like there's a disagreement between some people that I don't particularly care about over whether it would be best for them to be together or apart when the big bad guy comes after them. Anyway, so their names are Cameron and Alexandra, or Cam and Alex. They're basically very different. Cam's from Massachusetts. She's a popular soccer player at school. Alex lives in a trailer in Montana, in the middle of nowhere. She dyes her hair blue, and she's kind of withdrawn. Cam has the power of the sun. Alex has the power of the moon, and you can tell that by the pendants that they wear. But yeah, I really love this book so far. And apparently it's a 10-book series. So I look forward to reading it, but I'll have to track the rest of them down. All right, so from Target, I got Brat, the new album by Charlie XCX. I assume it's the explicit edition. I don't know if there's a clean version or not, but this is the only version that they had. I'm not going to open it. I'm just going to stream it. But yeah, I listened to a few of her songs off this album through Amazon Music, and I enjoyed them, so I decided to pick up the album. I found this at Ollie's. Batgirl Volume 2, Family Business. This is the sequel to Batgirl Volume 1, Batgirl of Burnside. It's where Batgirl moves to Burnside, Gotham's trendiest neighborhood. And she becomes like a social media star or something. I'm currently in the middle of reading the first volume, and it's cute, it's enjoyable. I'm not really into superhero comics anymore, but I picked these up just to try them out. Seems fun. Let's see. All right, so these I got at Dollar Tree. Bunch of Nancy Drew books. This one, Nancy Drew Diaries, Secret of Mystic Lake. I already have it. I didn't realize I already have it. So I'm just going to put this one in my little free library. To just give away. Here's the Nancy Drew and the Clue Crew books. I found numbers 4 through 8. Now I have volumes 1 through 4 already. And I read number 2, it was something about ice cream, like a missing ice cream recipe. And then I gave that one away as well as the other 3 because it just seemed kind of too kiddie for me. But I found these and I thought, well, why not? I'll give these a try as well. So I found like number 4 again, and now numbers 5 through 8. So we got the Cinderella Ballet Mystery, Case of the Sneaky Snowman, The Fashion Disaster, The Circus Scare, and Lights, Camera, Cats. Hey, Dono, thanks for joining me. So I'll read these, and if I don't feel like keeping them, I'll donate them to my little free library. And I found these in a thrift store yesterday. And I got them for free, actually, because I didn't have cash on me, and they wouldn't accept the card for this small an amount. It would have been 53 cents. But so the owner or whoever just let me have them. First, we got a scholastic book called Help, I'm a Prisoner in the Library by F. Clifford. And the Nancy Reed Mystery Series, number one, The Cryptic Clue. So it seems like a kind of a Nancy Drew type thing, I guess. So this is by Rebecca Price Janney. So yeah, looks like nice, quick, fun reads. So I'm gonna try them out. And so that's it as far as purchases go. Really not trying to buy much now because I spent a bunch at the recent conventions I went to. So I want to show off the autographs I got there. So I met Soleil Moon Frye, who played Punky Brewster, as well as Roxy King on Sabrina the Teenage Witch. So she wrote, Mark, so great meet. So great meet you. Okay, love always, Soleil, with a little heart after it. And then I immediately went to the line of the person next to her. She really didn't have much of a line, but Alyssa Donovan, who played Morgan Kavanaugh on Sabrina the Teenage Witch. To Mark, great to meet you. Heart and her signature. All right. Holly Marie Combs, Piper Halliwell from Charmed. So to Mark, XOX, Blessed Be, and her signature. And I'm gonna save the one on the reverse side for later because I'm gonna go in order of how I met them. So I was gonna see Rose McGowan afterward, but I guess she went to lunch or the Charmed panel or something. I don't know. So I went to see Brittany Daniel. I know her from Swan's Crossing. This was like a teen soap series that aired in 1992 on weekday afternoons for 65 episodes. It starred Sarah Michelle Gellar 5 years before Buffy. And Brittany Daniel, who was there with her identical twin sister Cynthia, later they went on to play twin sisters on Sweet Valley High in 1994, I believe, but I never saw that one, so I didn't get Cynthia's autograph. But it says, to Mark, love always, and then her signature, and then she wrote down Mila in quotes because she played Mila something and sounded like a Polish name, I'm not sure. So then I went to see Catherine Hicks. She was with some of her TV kids from Seventh Heaven there. So she was the mom on Seventh Heaven. But I also know her as Dr. Gillian Taylor from Star Trek IV, The Voyage Home. So I got this picture, a little behind the scenes image of Leonard Nimoy directing her. So she wrote, to Mark, love Catherine Hicks, and she drew a little heart, and she wrote down Dr. Taylor on the top. All right. So then I finally saw Rose McGowan. She was Mark, you are magic, and she put her signature and then wrote Paige in quotes. So she was Paige Matthews, starting on season 4 of Charm. So seasons 4 through 8. And then Jenny Garth from 90210. She was Kelly Taylor. She wrote to Mark, and she went wild with her signature because I wore like a black cat Halloween shirt, and she complimented me on my shirt. She said she liked it, but she also said that she felt intimidated, like because the cat was staring. It's like it was staring right at her. Okay, so when she wrote this signature, she let out a loud "Ow!" Kind of weird, but yeah, okay. Anyway, oh, and Soleil Moon Frye, Alyssa Donovan, Holly Marie Combs, and Rose McGowan all complimented me on the cat shirt as well. Um, yeah, didn't have any Sabrina or Charm shirts, so that was the closest witchy shirt that I had. And I wore my Buffy shirt when I saw Brittany Daniel. She complimented me on my Buffy shirt. I'm like, yeah, it's the closest thing to a Swans Crossing shirt that I had. And she's like, oh, yeah, because of Sarah Michelle. Anyway. So then I saw Jaylee White, and I haven't tried this, but he came out with his own brand of weed called Purple Urkel, and he did like a promo for it with Snoop Dogg. So he wrote on Mark, Purple Life. Yeah, and when he saw the photo that I saw like this, he's like, it's the Purple Life. I gotta try this sometime. I wonder if it's available around me. Anyway, then I met Andrea Barber, Kimmy from Full House and Fuller House, to Mark, Hart, and she signed it. So she was Kimmy Gibbler. And I had to wait for, I had to wait to meet her kind of because Dave Coulier walked over to her table and they were going over a script, an old Full House script. And apparently, the fan that had come to Andrea had brought it for her to sign. Dave's like, "Did you bring this from home?" And she's like, "No, she brought this in." And because apparently they had been talking about that very episode privately earlier. So Dave started reading lines from the script. I think it had something to do with an ostrich. I'm not sure, but yeah. So then after he left, Andrew's like, sorry about that. Dave's just being Dave. And I was like, it's all right. Anyway, then I met Dave Coulier, and he wrote, Mark, cut it out. So yeah, everyone was nice. I got selfies with all of them. If anyone wants me to make like a slideshow video of all of my selfies with various people from the various cons that I've attended in the past year, let me know. I'll put one together. Probably won't have any music on it because copyright. But if anyone wants to see these, just let me know. And I think that's about it. Nothing else really to say. I'm just, reading stuff, and well, I've been watching the Universal horror films because I got a box set a while ago, and I've started watching them. I want to do one movie every day this month. So I start off with Dracula on the first, Frankenstein on the second. I believe I got the Mummy coming up tonight. There's 30 movies. I thought I could do one every day because I thought Spanish Dracula would be on there because apparently it's on older versions of this collection, but it's not. It's apparently not in this one, not the one that I have. Um, so I'll probably watch like the bonus features or something on Halloween because there's a lot of bonus features. Um, but I've already seen Dracula, Frankenstein, The Mummy, Bride of Frankenstein, which is coming up uh, pretty soon, and also Son of Dracula, which I really didn't care about. But other 25 films I've never seen before. So, yeah, I'm going to enjoy watching them. Um, yeah, and that's it. So, it's 3:50 p.m., and that's it. Thanks for watching.